Hey everyone, welcome back to JGlobal.com. Hey, this is a continuation of the leadership series that we've been doing on the 12 principles of leadership that, I really over my 2 years have kind of felt like are very applicable and very critical in us exhibiting as leaders and as building our business that really help with growth. And the first one was just simply influence, that leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less, and that all of us are leaders because we're leading, we're influencing somebody. The second then was courage, being a courageous leader. And I quoted the leadership expert Barbie in one of the movies where she said that courage is simply pursuing your dreams even when everybody else thinks that they're impossible. The third principle that I want to share with you today is called the law of the lid. And that actually comes from John Maxwell's book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, where he talks about that the growth of an organization is limited based on the leadership ability of the individual leading it. So, in other words, we can become the lid to growth. And that's interesting because I find that in this business specifically, there's a lot of personal evaluation that has to happen if you're committed and if you want to grow and if you want your organization to grow. And so when it comes to personal evaluation, for me, as I've gone through the process and through the seasons of growth in my business and continue to do that, when I get to a lull, when I get to a point where growth maybe slows a little bit and I start to reevaluate or evaluate what needs to happen to continue that growth, the first place I always start is with me. And I have to identify and say, hey, am I the lid to the growth of my organization? Am I the one that's actually keeping my organization from growing? And one of the ways that we avoid that, one of the ways that we avoid being the lid is through personal growth. It's through reading, it's through listening, it's through studying, it's through growing as an individual in our communication skills, in our leadership skills, in our relationship skills. All of that personal growth will help us to continue raising our level, which ultimately raises the level of the lid on our organization. So, third principle today is the law of the lid. And are you the lid to your growth within your organization? And again, we're evaluating this based on that scale of 1 to 10. And where do you fall on that scale? And do you need to raise yourself? Do you need to raise the lid for your organization? So, I want to challenge you. Identify if you are the lid to your growth. And if so, what can you do to raise that? The law of the lid, that's our third principle. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow.